I think I'm live. Good morning, good afternoon. Hello everyone, it's Tracy here. Tracy Ward, your catalyst for change. How are we all doing? It's another week has gone, hasn't it? And it's a little bit cooler today. Did you make the most of the sunshine over the weekend? I hope you did. I actually had 3 barbecues in 3 days, so I'm feeling a little bit like I've overdone it. So perhaps this week I'll have to go back to taking it a little bit easy. Anyway, if you are watching on replay, please type in #replay so that I know if you're catching up. If you're here, please say hi, and I've just seen Julie say hi, so lovely to see you, Julie. Today I was going to talk a little bit about speaking in public, which is a bit of a fear that a lot of people have. It's called glossophobia. And the reason I wanted to touch on it today is because I seem to have had a number of people contact me wanting some help with their public speaking. And it's not necessarily a service that I promote in any big way, but I think when people see me talk, they like the way I talk. And perhaps more importantly, the impact I have. And so just to give you a flavour of some of the people that have come to see me recently, it was a father of a bride who wanted to deliver a great speech at his daughter's wedding. It's been a lady who wanted to promote her business and found it quite difficult to do this kind of thing, speaking to a phone on Facebook or whatever it is, actually promoting her business. It's also been another lady who has to deliver an awards evening ceremony. So she's going to be the master of ceremonies. And yet all of these are slightly different areas, but yet it's the same kind of problems that are coming up. Oh, and also just another lady who was actually quite scared to speak up in like a team meeting kind of thing. It's a different kind of public speaking, but it's still a way of how we want to communicate to other people. Yes, so did you know it's one of the most common fears? And I wonder what it is. Is it the fact that there's a fear that you'll stumble over your words and not get your message across? Is it a fear that you'll get things wrong or get them in the wrong order or whatever? Or maybe it's about forgetting what you're going to say altogether. So it could be all of those things or something completely different. So if they're one of your fears, then again, drop me a little note underneath so that I know what kind of concerns you have. And if it's something different, then let me know that as well. But it's not just having those fears, it's the fact that people are watching you while one of those things may go wrong. And I totally get it. I've certainly felt that way myself. And, I still have those feelings myself. But I guess what I've learned, and perhaps most people don't know this, is that when I trained to become an NLP trainer, one of the things I learned was about how to speak publicly. Because you can't train others if you're not able to get your message across and have the impact in your communication that you need. So When I work with such clients that have this fear, we work in two different ways, really. One is helping them overcome that fear. So that's real NLP belief kind of work. And then it's also about helping them develop the skills in delivering that talk. Because it is a skill that can be learned. There are particular ways of creating a talk, certainly a keynote speech, to deliver it. There are hints, there are tips to help make that connection with the audience, to demonstrate your credibility in the subject, but yet also be approachable to your audience. And so here's my tip for you today. If you have a fear of speaking up and talking in public, what I'd like you to do is, rather than focus inwards at what's going on, what I'd like you to do is focus outwards and think about what it is you want your audience to get from the talk or the presentation or whatever it is. What is the impact that you want to have? What do you want your audience to perhaps see differently? What do you want them to say about you afterwards? What do you want them to feel when they walk out of that room, that arena, whatever it might be? How do you want to connect with them? And if you focus on that rather than what might go wrong, that would be a huge step forward for you. Okay. There are lots of other tips and ideas as well. And if you have some favourites, let me know below. And if there's this is an area that you'd like to know more about, or you'd like some help with, then you know where I am. You know how to contact me, because you can develop your skills as well as overcome those fears. Find out how I can help. Because remember, I'm Tracy, and I'm more than just a coach. I'm your catalyst for change. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week.